Let us form a differential equation, partial differential equation by eliminating the arbitrary function phi. So this is the different type of function here we have. So we have seen only f of x minus 2y or phi of 2x plus y square. Such type functions we have seen. Here we have comma here. Here we have comma in between two terms. Now let us see how do we differentiate such functions now. Given phi of this is equal to 0. Let us consider this as u and this as v, so that we can write the function as phi of u comma v, where u is this and v is this. We have considered this as u and this as v. Now let us differentiate partially with respect to x and y now. Differentiating one with respect to x and y by applying chain rule. See, if you differentiate this function with respect to x, you need to use the chain rule. How? Phi depends on u, but u depends on x. Phi depends on u, u depends on x. So how do we differentiate this now? Dou phi by dou u, dou phi by dou u. Differentiation of phi with respect to u first. Differentiation of phi with respect to u. Then differentiation of u with respect to x. Dou u by dou x. Then one more variable v is there. For that we write plus dou phi by dou v, dou phi by dou v into dou v by dou x, dou v by dou x. So this is the differentiation of phi with respect to x we have done is equal to 0 as it is equal to 0. Now let us differentiate with respect to y now. Let us differentiate with respect to y. How do we differentiate? Dou phi by dou u. Here, before that, let us take this term to the RHS. Yes, we have taken this term to the RHS and call it as 2. Now let us go for the differentiation of phi with respect to y. Dou phi by dou u, dou phi by dou u into dou u by dou y, dou u by dou y plus dou phi by dou v, dou phi by dou v into dou v by dou y, dou v by dou y, because we are differentiating with respect to y now, is equal to 0. Now as in the previous step, if you take it to the RHS, you get this, right? Now what we do, our main aim is to eliminate phi from the picture. How do we eliminate? We have equation number 2 and 3. What operation you should apply here in between these two, so that your phi will get eliminated from the picture? See, here we have dou phi by dou u. Here also we have dou phi by dou u. Here we have dou phi by dou v. Here also we have dou phi by dou v. Now how can we cancel this? See, if you divide this equations, these equations, then your dou phi by dou u, this and this will get cancelled. So what is the operation we need to apply? We need to divide 2 by 3. We need to divide 2 by 3. Dividing 2 by 3, we get, what we get? These two will get cancelled. What remains? Dou u by dou x divided by dou u by dou y here. In the RHS, these two will get cancelled. Dou v by dou x divided by dou v by dou y. Call it as equation number 4. See, in this equation there is no phi. We have already eliminated our phi. Now only thing is we need to find out what are these derivatives. What are these derivatives using u and v values? Using u Where is u? U is here. Where is v? V is here. So using these u and v, we need to find all these four derivatives. Let us find those. Let us find. First, let us find dou u by dou x. Let us find dou u by. Now let us find dou u by dou x, where u is this. Since we are differentiating with respect to x, here y will be taken as constant. Differentiation of x is 1 plus differentiation of y will be 0, and here this z will be considered as function of x and y. This z is a function of x and y. We have to consider z as a function of x and y. So what is the differentiation of z with respect to x partially? You get dou z by dou x. Now this dou z by dou x can be taken as p. So this is our dou u by dou x. Now let us find dou u by dou y. Dou u by dou y. Since you are differentiating with respect to y now, if you differentiate with respect to y, your x is constant. Differentiation of x will be 0 plus differentiation of y with respect to y will be 1 plus differentiation of z with respect to y will be dou z by dou y. Now we can take this dou z by dou y as q. So we got two derivatives now with respect to differentiation of u with respect to x and y partially. Now similarly we differentiate v now. Dou v by dou x, where v is this. Since we are differentiating with respect to x, your y remains constant. Differentiation of x square is 2x plus differentiation of y square is 0 minus this is function of a function. Differentiation of z square will be 2z into dou z by dou x. Dou z by dou x. Now we can take this as p in the next step. Take 2 outside as a common factor. What remains? X minus z p. Now let us differentiate v with respect to y now. With respect to y, if you are differentiating with respect to y, your x is constant. Differentiation of x square is 0 plus differentiation of y square is 2y minus differentiation of z square is 2z into dou z by dou y. Because we are differentiating partially with respect to y, we write dou z by dou y by using chain rule. We can write in this place as q. Take 2 outside. Take 2 outside and write this as q. Now we got all four derivatives. Partially this and here. One more is here and this. Let us substitute all these four partial derivatives in equation number 4. So this is our equation number 4. Let us substitute each derivative in these respective places. Dou u by dou x is this, dou u by dou y is this, and we have substituted. Now this 2 and this 2 will get cancelled. What you get is this. Now let us cross multiply. Let us cross multiply 1 plus p into this is equal to 1 plus q into this we have written. Now if you again multiply, what you get is this is equal to, again if you multiply these two, you get this. Now what are things will get cancelled here? The minus pqz minus pqz, if you take it to the other side, it becomes plus. The plus pqz minus pqz will get cancelled. What we do is we take this y to the other side, and these two to the LHS. If we have taken py here, then minus pz. If you take it, it becomes plus pz. Then plus qx. If you take it to the LHS, you get minus qx minus qz as it is. We have is equal to x minus y. So in these two, what is common? P is common. In these two, minus q. If you take common, you get this p. If you take minus q outside, it becomes x plus z here is equal to x minus y is the required PDE. So this is the required PDE after eliminating our phi. So these are all other same type of problems. It is left to you. You can solve these on the similar lines. Let us take the other problem. Z is equal to y f of x plus x into phi of x. Here we have two functions. F and phi. We need to eliminate these two functions. Since we have two functions, we may require double derivatives, double partial derivatives we may require. Let us see. We have taken given z. Let us differentiate with respect to x. Dou z by dou x is equal to. When you are differentiating with respect to x, your y is constant. Y is constant. Y as it is. Let us take this dou z by dou x as p now. Here y as it is. Y as it is. What is the differentiation of f with respect to x? F dash of x plus. What is the constant here? Y is constant. So write down phi of y as it is. Differentiation of x is 1, which we have not written. So this is your dou z by dou x. Now let us find dou z by dou y. That is called as q. Since we are differentiating with respect to y, x is taken as constant. X is constant. Since x is taken as constant, we need to write f of x as it is. Differentiation of y with respect to y is 1 plus constant x as it is. Constant x as it is. Differentiation of phi of y with respect to y will be phi dash of y. Phi dash of y. Call it as equation number 3. If you try to combine these two along with this equation in any way, we cannot eliminate phi and f. We cannot eliminate phi and f. So that's why we need to go for the double derivatives, second order partial derivatives we need to go. Then only we can eliminate these two functions. Now let us differentiate this dou by dou x once again with respect to x. Since you are differentiating once again with respect to x, y is constant, right, as it is. Let us call it as r. This is called as r. What? Since we are differentiating with respect to x, y is as it is. Differentiation of f dash one more time. Differentiation of f dash one more time gives f double dash of x. And differentiation of this goes to 0 because we are differentiating with respect to x and it is completely independent of x. That means it is a constant. So derivative of this goes to 0, which we have not taken. So this is our dou square z by dou x square. Now let us go for dou square z by dou x dou y. That means we are going to differentiate this dou z by dou y once again with respect to x. Okay? We are differentiating dou z by dou y. We are differentiating dou z by dou y once again with respect to x, which is called as s. Right, now we are differentiating with respect to x means your y is taken as constant now. The y is taken as constant. There is no y. We are differentiating with respect to x. Differentiation of f of x with respect to x is f dash plus what is constant? Phi dash of y is constant because we are differentiating with respect to x now. Write phi dash of x, phi dash of y. Write phi dash of y as it is. Differentiation of x with respect to x is 1. What you got is this. Call it as equation number 5. Now what is the other derivative? Now we are going to differentiate this with respect to y once again. We are going to differentiate this with respect to y once again. Dou square z by dou y square is equal to, we call it as t. Now we are differentiating this with respect to y once again. That means x is constant. Your x is constant. So what is the differentiation of f of x, which is completely independent of y? So it is 0. So we have 0 here. And what is the differentiation of this? Since x is constant, we write x as it is. Differentiation of phi dash with respect to y is phi double dash. Call it as equation number 6. See, we got all second derivatives also. We got all second order derivatives. Now we can think of how can we eliminate our phi and f. How can we eliminate the things? From equation number 2, how can we write this equation number 2? Let us see. So here is our equation 2. I have taken this equation 2 here. I am going to write it as, take this phi of y to the LHS, p minus phi of y, and then divide this y in the denominator, cross multiply, divided by y is equal to f dash of x. See, we have separated the value of f dash of x from equation 2, and from equation number 3, let us separate our phi dash of y. How have we separated? Take this f of x to the LHS, you get q minus f of x divided by x. So we have separated f dash of x and phi dash of y using these in 5. See here, in 5 we want f dash of x and phi dash of y, which is what we have here and here. Now let us use these two in these places in equation number 5. So we replace this in this place, and we replace this in this place. Let us write down now. Here equation 5 implies s is equal to f dash of x. In that place we have written this, plus phi dash of y. In that place we have written this. Now let us take LCM. What is the LCM? LCM is x into y. If you take the LCM x into y, this x gets cross multiplied here and this y gets cross multiplied here. So what you get? X into this plus y into this. Now let us multiply this inside everywhere. Let us multiply this here and y also inside. What you get is this. So this is your yes. Now let us combine these two let us combine these two by taking minus sign outside. We are going to combine these two so that we can use z in that place. If you combine these two by taking minus sign outside, what you get is this type of term in the bracket. In that place you can write just z. So your f and phi will get eliminated from there. Let us rewrite. So we have taken minus sign outside. We have taken minus sign outside so that inside you get plus plus. The same step I have repeated here. The same thing. The same step I have here. Now in this place we can write completely as z as given in the question. Using equation 1 in RHS. Using equation 1 in this RHS. What 1 says? That is, this is 1. Z is equal to this, which is here. So in that place I can write Z. What happens? Let us see. XYS is equal to. See, I have cross multiplied from the denominator. Let me go back. See here, in the next step I am going to cross multiply this to the other side here. So XY into S you will get in the next step. XY into S. See, XYS I have cross multiplied. Now let us put in this place as Z. Let us replace. If you have put Z in this place, minus Z. See, there is no F and there is no phi. So this is how we have eliminated F and phi with the help of double derivatives. With the help of double derivatives. So we have taken this Z to the other side. X by S plus Z is equal to this. Now let us replace the real notations. X by S is nothing but this plus Z. X into P is dou Z by dou X. Y into Q is dou Z by dou Y is the required PDE. Let us form PDE by eliminating F1 and F2. Let us take the given equation as equation number 1. Differentiating partially with respect to x and t. Why we are differentiating with respect to x and t? Because here the variables are x and t. Z depends on x and t. Here also x and t. So that's why we are differentiating partially with respect to x and t. Let us differentiate with respect to x first. Let us differentiate with respect to x. Dou z by dou x is equal to. When we are differentiating with respect to x, here you can see this is one term of x. This is another term of x. So it is a product of two functions. This term is a product of two functions. Let us you can consider it as u and it as v and apply product rule to differentiate this term. How do we differentiate? First function as it is. Differentiation of f1 is f1 dash plus f1 as it is, that is v as it is, f1 of x plus t as it is. Differentiation of x is 1 plus differentiation of f2 is f2 dash. So this is differentiation of z with respect to x partially. Now let us go for differentiation of z with respect to t partially. With respect to t, if you differentiate with respect to t, if you differentiate, your x is constant. X remains as constant. X is constant. We write x as it is. Differentiation of f1 of x plus t is f1 dash. f1 dash plus differentiation of f2 is f2 dash. Since we have two functions, first order derivatives are not sufficient to eliminate the functions. So therefore we will go for second order differentiation. If you differentiate this, once again what we get, dou z by dou x, dou square z by dou x square. With respect to x we are differentiating. Again we need to use the product rule. First function as it is, differentiation of f1 dash is f1 double dash plus f1 dash as it is. Differentiation of x will be 1 which you have not written, plus differentiation of f1 is f1 dash plus differentiation of f2 dash is f2 double dash. So this is differentiation of dou z by dou x once again with respect to x. Now let us go for simplify this once again. If you see this, these two are same. If you add, this becomes 2 times. So call it as equation number 2. And now go for differentiation of dou z by dou t with respect to x. Now we are going to differentiate dou z by dou t with respect to x now. Since we are differentiating with respect to x, we need to use the product rule here. X as it is, differentiation of f1 dash is f1 double dash plus f1 dash as it is, differentiation of x is 1 plus f2 double dash here. We have differentiated this, call it as equation number 3. Now let us differentiate this dou z by dou t once again with respect to t. Now since we are differentiating with respect to t, x remains constant, x as it is. Differentiation of f1 dash is f1 double dash plus differentiation of f2 dash is f2 double dash. Call it as 4. And we need to think of combining the equations. Here in equation 2 you can see the term x f1 double dash of x plus t and f2 double dash of x plus t. The same two terms you can see in this equation also, here and here. So this summation of these two terms, is nothing but your equation number 4. See here, x f1 double dash plus f2 double dash. That means in the summation of these two terms, in the place of summation of these two terms, here and in this equation, we can replace dou square z by dou t square. I can replace this in these places. Let us combine these three equations now. How do we combine? Now using equation number 4 in 2 and 3. In 2 and 3 we are going to use. What happens here? This becomes dou square z by dou t square plus 2f dash. Here also dou square z by dou t square plus f dash. Let us see in the next slide here. We have replaced in equation number 2. Similarly, if you replace in equation number 3, you will get this. Almost everything is eliminated. If you are able to eliminate this f1 dash also, then you are done. How can we eliminate this f1 dash? If you multiply here by 2 throughout, if you multiply throughout by 2 and subtract, this term and this term will get cancelled. So this is the idea. Now we are going to apply. What we do? Multiplying equation number 6 by 2 What we get? Equation number 6 implies this. We have multiplied 2 to equation number 6. We got this. Now what we do? We subtract 5 and 7. If you subtract 5 and 7, this term and this term will get cancelled. Let us see what operation we are going to do. 5 minus 7, equation 5 minus 7, if you do, dou square z by dou x square minus 2 times dou square z by dou x dou t is equal to, in the RHS, these two will get cancelled. What remains is dou square z by dou t square minus 2 times dou square z by dou t square you will get here. So in this equation we don't have any arbitrary function. We have almost eliminated all the arbitrary functions. Now if you simplify here, this is the one time dou square z by dou t square minus 2 times dou square z by dou t square will give minus 1 time dou square z by dou t square. Even this two, if you take to the RHS, what you get is this is the required PDE. Let us find the PDE by eliminating the arbitrary constants f1 and f2. Take the given f as a given function z is here. Differentiate z with respect to x partially. Here, what is the differentiation of f1? Differentiation of f1 is f1 dash into differentiation of this with respect to x. Differentiation of y is 0 because we are differentiating partially with respect to x, 0, minus differentiation of 2x is 2. So this completes the differentiation of f1 plus differentiation of f2 is f2 dash into differentiation of this. We are using the chain rule. Differentiation of 2y with respect to x will be 0 minus differentiation of x is 1. Close the bracket. Now multiply this minus 2 in the beginning and minus 1 with this plus. If you rewrite this, p is equal to minus 2 f1 dash y minus 2x minus f2 dash of this. Now let us differentiate z with respect to y now. Let us differentiate z with respect to y. Differentiation of f1 is f1 dash into differentiation of this with respect to y. Differentiation of y is 1 minus differentiation of 2x is 0 because we are differentiating partially with respect to y, minus 0 plus differentiation of f2 is f2 dash into differentiation of this with respect to y. Differentiation of 2y with respect to y will be 2 minus 0. Now let us multiply this in the beginning here and this in the beginning. Here if you multiply, dou z by dou y is taken as q is equal to f1 dash of this plus 2 times f2 dash. So this is our p and q we got. Let us differentiate p once again with respect to x double derivative because we have two functions. We should go for second order partial derivatives. Differentiation of p is dou square z by dou x square is equal to minus 2 as it is. Differentiation of f1 dash is f1 double dash into differentiation of this with respect to x Differentiation of y is 0 minus differentiation of 2x is 2. Then minus differentiation of f2 dash is f2 double dash into differentiation of this with respect to x partially. Differentiation of 2y goes to 0 minus differentiation of x is 1. Now multiply this minus 2 here, or directly you can multiply with this, and this minus 1 with this minus 1 will be plus here. Now let us rewrite dou square z by dou x square is equal to minus 2 as it is. We can write this as minus 2 f1 double dash minus into minus plus f2 double dash. Now what happens? Minus into minus plus 2 to the 4. We have taken this as r 4 f2 double dash plus f1 double dash plus f2 double dash. So call it as equation number 1. So let us go for a differentiation of q with respect to x. We are differentiating q with respect to x now. f1 dash, differentiation of f1 dash is f1 double dash into differentiation of this with respect to x. Differentiation of y is 0 minus differentiation of 2x is 2, because we are differentiating partially with respect to x now. Yeah, then plus 2 into f2 dash, differentiation is f2 double dash into differentiation of this with respect to x. If we do 0 minus 1 we will get. If we simplify it further by multiplying this minus 2 here and minus 1 with this plus, you get let us write the next step. After multiplying this minus 2 here and this minus with this plus, you will get minus. Call it as equation number 2. One more final double derivative is dou square z by dou y square, right? Now what is dou z by dou y? We need to differentiate dou z by dou y once again with respect to y. What is the differentiation of f1 dash, f1 double dash into differentiation of this with respect to y? That gives 1 minus 0 plus 2 into f2 double dash, into differentiation of this with respect to y. If you do, you get 2 minus 0. Again multiply this 1 with this and 2 with this 2, you will get 4 here and here this. Call it as t. So this is your equation number 3. Now what we do, we combine equation 1 and 2 like this. Multiply equation 1 by 2 and add it with equation number 2. So that is 2 times r plus s is equal to 2 times RHS of 1, 2 times RHS of 1 plus RHS of 2 we write now, plus RHS of 2. Now if you multiply this 2 inside here and here, it gets 8 times and here 2 times. 2 times f2 double dash and minus 2 times f2 double dash, not this one, because these 2 will be same. 2 times f2 double dash of 2y minus x, and this 2 will get cancelled after multiplication. Let us see here. This is 2 4 the 8. 8 minus 2. 8 minus 2 is 6. 8 minus 2 is 6. f2 double dash, so f1 double dash of y minus 2x, and these two has got cancelled. So this is our equation number 4 now. Call it as equation number 4. So let's go for combining 2 and 3. By combining 1 and 2 we got one equation. Now we combine 2 and 3. Where is 2? 2 is here. 3 is here. 2, 3. Now what has to be done for the cancellation? We multiply 2 with equation number 2. If you multiply 2 with this, it gets 4 here. If you multiply 2 here, 2 2s are 4, that is minus 4 plus 4. You can cancel after addition. That's why we are multiplying 2 with equation number 2. What you get, let us see. 2s plus equation 3, that is 3. We are combining these two by multiplying 2 here. 2s plus 2 into s plus t, the LHS, into RHS. 2 times this, 2 times. If you multiply 2, 2 2s are 4, minus 2 2s are 4, then plus equation 3 RHS of equation 3 we have written. Now what all terms will get cancelled? Minus 4 times this plus 4 times this will get cancelled, and it is minus 4 times plus 1 time will be minus 3 times. See, minus 3 times we have written. We got equation 4 and equation 5 here. If you observe equation 4 and equation 5, if this term is same in equation 4 as well as in equation 5. So how do we cancel those two terms? By dividing. Let us see. If you divide equation 4 and 5, 4 by 5, this is your equation number 4. This is your 4. Now what we are doing? We are dividing this 4 by 5. Divided by 2s plus t divided by RHS of 5. Now what happens? F1 double dash get cancelled. 3 ones are, 3 2s are. So we will get this minus 2 in the RHS. You get minus 2. Now that 2 cross multiply here. If you cross multiply, you will get this. Multiply this 2 inside. You will get this. And now rearrange. Take all the terms to the one side. 2r plus s minus 4s becomes plus 4s plus 2t. S plus 4s is 5s. Now write the notations. R as this, s as this, and t as this is the required PDE. So this is how we eliminate the arbitrary functions to get our required PDE.